What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about a really important update for DLC maps inside of Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a reminder, we got plenty of brand new content going up over on detonated.com, expanding on all the coverage you're seeing here on the channel, just in the form of articles on the website and plenty of tweets over on Detonated's Twitter. With that being said, Season 6 marketing is ramping up for MWII and Warzone. I got lots of coverage on that dropping over the next few days. I'll be live streaming the countdown and reaction to all the brand new blog posts, the roadmap, so on and so forth. I still do have other MW3 videos also in the works because there's been quite a bit to talk about. And like I mentioned a couple of days ago, a lot of stuff in regards to Call of Duty is going to be happening back to back to back to back. We got Season 6, we got COD Next, the beta, the haunting, and campaign early access. There's going to be so much happening here on the channel and over on Detonated, so make sure you guys do have notifications on. With that being said, we got Fajardi in-house for the next 2 episodes of the Bombshell podcast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed last week's episode as I introduced you guys to the brand new podcast room I set up here in the house. Really excited to have a fresh coat of paint over the podcast as we near 100 episodes of the series. Now, something you guys might have missed is the fact that in one of the promotional images for Modern Warfare 3, the operator is clearly holding the Origin 12 shotgun, which we saw in Modern Warfare 2019. It's unclear if this is a launched weapon. I'm sure that it is. I doubt they'd be promoting DLC weapons for MW3 already. You know, it could be a Season 1 exclusive weapon, but with that, the launch window of this game does sound a bit scary to me. You're gonna have people running MX Guardians, KV broadsides with Dragon's Breath, and then the Origin 12. That sounds terrifying, but I'm also really curious to see how they end up balancing the Modern Warfare 2 weapons in MW3, because I highly doubt for any of the seasons, while Modern Warfare 3 is in its prime, they'll end up having MW2 weapons still be meta in the game's multiplayer. I wouldn't mind if they were scaled to a point where they just can't be as powerful as they might be in Modern Warfare 2, but are still viable in Modern Warfare 3, while still being able to highlight brand new weapons to make those the meta over the course of the game's life cycle. Now, the first thing I want to mention in regards to remastered maps in MW3 multiplayer is that more people out there will be playing these maps for the very first time versus people out there that have already played these maps as of 2009 or inside of games where some of those maps got remastered, or maybe people out there have bought the original MW2 over the years, whether it's on PC, whether it's on console. There will be more players out there who are experiencing those 16 maps for the very first time since they never played the originals, and that's a cool thing to think about, right? While some of us out there have already played these maps for the better part of a decade, there's people out there that are going to experience these maps for the first time and have completely different opinions about the map's layouts, and either way, no matter what anybody's opinion is, these maps will be playing differently inside of MW3 than they of course did well over, 10 plus years ago. Really excited to see how all the brand new weapons, cosmetics, and gameplay mechanics are going to drastically change how the maps do play out versus their original versions from 2009. Now the question is, right, how many of these remastered maps will be available to play at COD Next, let alone the MP beta that begins the day after over on PlayStation? Hopefully, and I mean hopefully, we get our hands on nearly all 16 at COD Next so I can put together a nice comparison video for you guys. But if not, worst case scenario, right, just gotta wait till launch to go ahead and compare all of the new remasters to the originals. I'm assuming we'll get maybe a good 5 to 6 maps total during the beta window, but again, it's totally unknown exactly how this is gonna work. It's also the first time we're gonna be seeing remastered maps in a multiplayer beta. That's absolutely insane for COD. But something really cool that got confirmed with the recent intel drop about remastered MP maps for MW3 is that not only are we going to get 12 original 6v6 maps over the course of 6 seasons of Modern Warfare 3's life cycle. Again, things are subject to change. Maybe they end up doing just 5 seasons of Modern Warfare 3. It's at least confirmed, and the bar has been set that we're going to get at least 12 original 6v6 maps over the course of the cycle, with 3 being released in Season 1 and 3 being released in Season 2. They have not committed to dropping a guaranteed 3 per season, so it's possible that Season 3 for MW3 only has 2 original maps, then they end up adding 4 for Season 4. Again, even the confirmation of seeing 3 new maps in Season 1, then Season 2, that could even be changed prior to the launch of those respective seasons. You never know. But I'm really hoping there isn't a major drought with communication or content like we got last year for MW2. It was very odd how the momentum was insane for Modern Warfare 2 Season 1. Then Reloaded came out, and there was a fair amount of content in there, but then there was a big gap from Season 1 Reloaded in mid-December until until the beginning of February when Season 2 actually released. Season 2 ended up getting delayed by a week or two. January was this massive drought where there was no communication, no major updates, no extra content. As long as they just spread things out a bit, because I'm aware, right, devs go on vacation for the holidays and they're not actually in the studio to work on anything new. As long as they just spread things out a little bit to where maybe you can have at least something drop in January, whether it's communication, whether it's extra stuff from the Season 1 roadmap, have something drop, giving devs enough time to also work on Season 2 as they get back from holiday break. Hopefully that's what happens, but luckily for Modern Warfare 2's sake, it's been nothing but an upward trend of content for the base game, at least in my opinion. There haven't been any more droughts like that ever since, and every season just got better than the last, at least for this game's life cycle, so I bet MW3 will be no different. If anything, it's going to be a lot better and stronger with the DLC cycle. But yes, they did confirm 12 original maps over the course of X amount of seasons they do, with 3 being in Season 1, 3 being in Season 2, but that doesn't actually include other content we can end up getting during those seasons as well. It's not just saying that we're going to get 3 total 6v6 maps per season. That doesn't include potential remastered maps that also drop that are for 6v6, and those remastered maps could be from games like Modern Warfare 3 2011, could even be some Black Ops maps in there. You never know. To celebrate 20 years of COD, that doesn't just limit them to remastering maps that are just in Modern Warfare titles. Wouldn't be shocked if we got maps that are from Black Ops 1 or 2 every once in a while. I would not be shocked and wouldn't complain about that. Also remember that with the launch window of Modern Warfare 3, it is confirmed we're getting at least 3 ground war maps that you can play ground war or invasion with, and then 1 gargantuan war experience. So yes, the war mode from World War II 2017 is coming back. It'll have its own map day 1, November the 10th for Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. So I guess if anything, you can say the game is launching with 20 multiplayer maps, right? 16 for 6v6, which are from 2009, and then we have the 3 regular ground war experiences plus the 1 war one. So that's cool to think about. And on top of that, they already confirmed a mode called Cutthroat, which is 3v3v3. I'm not sure if that's going to be MW3's version of Gunfight or Champion Hill, but that mode is probably not going to be dropped until Season 1. So you can also see more 3v3v3 maps or just face-off type experiences added throughout the season. So what that would mean right out the gate is that at a bare minimum, in terms of multiplayer, we're going to be seeing the biggest content offering to date for Modern Warfare 3, right? With a minimum of 3 new 6v6 maps that are completely original, the potential of a remastered one, more maps for Ground War, Cutthroat, plus even more. That is more MP content than we've ever seen added during a single season alone, and I believe the last seasons that actually added in this many original MP maps, or just this many 6v6 maps in general, was like Cold War Season 5 and Season 6. We saw a lot of maps added during Cold War's life cycle, so MW3 is going to try to top that, plus more, but I think it's been a good 5 years, since around 2018-ish, since we've actually seen this many original maps added in a single season alone that aren't remasters or anything like that. So this is really exciting news for the multiplayer side of things. Now, something I also want to remind you guys of is that Vanguard, a game from Sledgehammer, also released with 16 6v6 maps and then 4 for Champion Hill, with a total of 20 MP maps day 1. Now, what I said even back then and what I'll say now is quality over quantity. In this case, I'm a little biased because I do believe MW209 and Black Ops 1 had flawless sets of multiplayer maps. Therefore, I'm excited for every map that's coming here inside of MW3 day 1. But if anything, I'm not really concerned with the amount of maps day 1 or the amount of maps during the post-launch season. I'm really concerned with the quality of those, right? Making sure that a bunch of them aren't stinkers or a bunch of them just aren't fun for a majority of the game modes that are offered in the experience. That's kind of where I've been, right? And if anything, MW3 from the get-go already is offering more than we've really ever seen from a multiplayer launch window. This is great news for everybody. Let me know how you're feeling about this many maps being available day 1 and then so many more being confirmed already for Season 1. Now, something I also want to mention is that without a doubt, there is so much content that was probably planned and even worked on for Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer that inevitably got saved for Modern Warfare 3 once it was decided behind the scenes that MW3 would be a full-fledged game, not a paid expansion pack for MW2 multiplayer. So you can bet that at one point in time, there was a lot planned for Modern Warfare 2. So many more maps that were going to be released per season that they ended up saying, you know what, we're just not going to do that. Let's save all that for Modern Warfare 3. So I think if anything, MW2 might have gotten the short end of the stick in terms of multiplayer, but Modern Warfare 3 is going to pick up the pace so much and is probably going to have more content than any Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer game has ever seen added in a single season or DLC map pack alone. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on these important updates regarding our multiplayer map selection inside of Modern Warfare 3? How are you feeling about a guaranteed 3 original maps in our first 2 seasons, plus everything else we discussed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.